All of the riverboat gamblers are losing their shirts. And all of the brave Union soldier boys sleep in the dirt. But you know and I know there never was reason to hurt. When all of our lives were entwined to begin with, here in Spoon River.
Say first, thou son of night, called Momus, from whose eyes no secret hides, and Thalia, smiling one, what bred twixt Thomas Rhodes and John Cabanis the deadly strife? His daughter, Flossie, she, returning from her wandering with a troop of strolling players, walked the village streets, her bracelets tinkling and with sparkling rings, and words of serpent wisdom, and with a smile of cunning in her eyes. Then Thomas Rhodes, who ruled the church and ruled the bank as well, made known his disapproval of the maid, and all Spoon River whispered. And the eyes of all the church frowned on her till she knew. They feared her and condemned. But them to flout, she gave a dance to viols and to flutes brought from Peoria, and many youths, but lately made regenerate through the prayers of zealous preachers and earnest souls, danced merrily, and sought her in the dance, who wore a dress so low of neck that eyes down straying might survey the snowy swale till it was lost in whiteness.
From Bindle's Opera House in the village to Broadway is a great step. But I tried to take it. My ambitions fired when 16 years of age, seeing East Lynne played in the village by Ralph Barrett, the coming romantic actor who enthralled my soul. True, I returned home a broken failure when Ralph disappeared in New York, leaving me alone in the city. But life broke him also. In all this place of silence, there are no kindred spirits. But how I wish Dusa could stand amid the pathos of these quiet fields and read these words.
Sang a song to me in tones so sweet and low, just a simple ditty in her good old Irish way, and I'd give the world if she could sing this song to me today.
As a boy, Theodore, you sat for long hours on the shore of the turbid spoon, with deep-set eyes staring at the door of the crawfish's burrow, waiting for him to appear, pushing ahead. First his waving antenna like straws of hay, and soon his body colored like soapstone, gemmed with eyes of jet. And you wondered, in a trance of thought, what he knew, what he desired, why he lived at all. But later, your vision watched for men and women, hiding in burrows of fate amid great cities, looking for the souls of them to come out, so that you could see how they lived, and for what, and why they kept crawling so busily along the sandy way where the water fails as the summer wanes.
I lost my patronage in Spoon River. From trying to put my mind in the camera to catch the very soul of the person. The very best picture I ever took was of Judge Summers, attorney at law. He sat upright, had me pause till he got his cross eye straight. And then, when he was ready, he said, "All right." And I yelled, "Overruled!" And his eye turned up. And I caught him just as he used to look, saying, "I accept."
We stand about this place, we, the memories, and shade our eyes because we dread to read. June 17th, 1884. Age 21 years. And 3 days. And all things are changed. And we, the memories, stand here for ourselves alone. For no eye marks us, or would know why we are here. Your husband is dead. Your sister lives far away. Your father is bent with age. He has forgotten you. He scarcely leaves the house anymore. No one remembers your exquisite face, your lyric voice, how you sang, even on the morning when you were stricken with piercing sweetness, with thrilling sorrow, before the advent of the child, which died with you. It is all forgotten, save by us, the memories, who are forgotten by the world. All is changed, save the river and the hill. Even they are changed. Only the burning sun and the quiet stars are the same. And we, the memories, stand here in awe, our eyes closed with the weariness of tears. In immeasurable weariness.
I won the prize essay at school, here in the village, and published a novel before I was 25. I went to the city for themes to enrich my art. There, married a banker's daughter, and later became president of the bank. Always looking forward for some leisure time, and to write an epic novel of the war. Meanwhile, a friend to the great and lover of letters, and host to Matthew Arnold and to Emerson. An after-dinner speaker, writing essays for local clubs. At last, brought here. My boyhood home, you know. Not even a little tablet in Chicago to keep my name alive. How great it is to write the single line. Roll on, deep and dark blue ocean, roll.
I loathed you, Spoon River.
I tried to rise above you. I was ashamed of you. I despised you as the place of my nativity. And there in Rome, among the artists, speaking Italian, speaking French, I seemed to myself at times to be free of every trace of my origins. I seemed to be reaching the heights of art and to breathe the air that the masters breathed and to see the world through their eyes. But still they'd pass my work and say, "What are you driving at, my friend? Sometimes the face looks like Apollo's, at others it has a trace of Lincoln's." There was no culture, you know, in Spoon River. And I burned in shame and held my peace. And what could I do? All covered over and weighted down with Western soil, except aspire and pray for a new birth in the world, with all of Spoon River rooted out of my soul.
I would have been as great as George Eliot, but for an untoward fate. For look at the photograph of me made by Pennywit. Chin resting on hand, and deep, set eyes, gray too and far-searching. But there was the old problem. Should it be celibacy, matrimony, or unchastity? Then John Slack, the rich druggist, wooed me, luring me with the promise of leisure for my novel. And I married him, giving birth to 8 children, and had no time to write. It was all over with me anyway, when I ran the needle in my hand while washing the baby's things, and died of lockjaw, an ironical death. Hear me, ambitious souls. Sex is the curse of life.
Seeds in a dry pod. Tick, tick, tick. Tick, tick, tick. Like mites in a quarrel. Faint iambics. The full breeze wakens. But the pine tree makes a symphony thereof. Trilets, villanelles, rondelles, rondos, ballads by the score with the same old thought. The snow and roses of yesterday have vanished. And what is love but a rose that fades? Life all around me here in the village. Tragedy, a comedy, valor and truth, courage, constancy, heroism, and failure. All in the loom. And oh, what patterns! Woodlands, meadows, streams, and rivers. Blind to it. All my life long. Trilets, villanelles, rondelles, rondos. Seeds in a dry pod.
tick, tick. Tick, tick, tick. While Homer and Whitman roared in the pines.
After you have enriched your soul to the highest point with books, thought, suffering, the understanding of many personalities, the power to interpret glances, silences, the pauses in momentous transformations, the genius of divination and prophecy, so that you feel able at times to hold the world in the hollow of your hand. Then, if by the crowding of so many powers into the compass of your soul takes fire, and in the conflagration of your soul, the evil of the world is lighted up and made clear. Be thankful if in that hour of supreme vision, life does not fiddle.
The earth keeps some vibration going there in your heart, and that is you. And if the people find you can fiddle, why, fiddle you must for all your life. What do you see? A harvest of clover or a meadow to walk through to the river? Oh, the wind's in the corn. You rub your hands for beeves hereafter ready for market, or else you hear the rustle of skirts, like the girls when dancing at Little Grove. To Cooney Potter, a pillar of dust or whirling leaves meant ruinous drought. They look to me like redhead Sammy, stepping it off to Toralore. How could I till my 40 acres, not to speak of getting more, with a medley of horns, bassoons, and piccolos stirred in my brain by crows and robins and the creak of a windmill? Only these? And I never started to plow in my life that someone did not stop in the road and take me away to a dance or a picnic. I ended up with 40 acres. I ended up with a broken fiddle and a broken laugh and 1,000 memories and not a single regret.
Over in Killary, many years ago, me mother sang a song to me in tones so sweet and low. Just a little ditty in her good old Irish way, and I'd give the world if she could sing this song to me today. Tooraloo-raloo-ra, tooraloo-ra-loo, tooraloo-raloo-ra. Hush now, don't you cry. Tooraloo-raloo-ra, tooraloo-ra-loo, tooraloo-raloo-ra. That's an Irish lullaby. Oft in dreams I wander to that cot again. I feel her arms a-hugging me as when she held me then. And I hear her voice a-humming to me as in days of yore, when she used to rock me fast asleep outside the cabin door. Tooraloo-raloo-ra,